my friends? Retro Stu here as always, and today I bring you my first game room tour. I'm not going to be too detailed when it comes to everything, or this video is going to be hell of a long video, but I'm going to show some cool stuff. And my friends, let's get it started. The first thing you see when you see my videos is my game shelves. I always use them as a background. I think it look pretty cool like that, and that's what I use on my videos. It's just a cool scenery to have. So I'm not going to go into much details about the games. I'm just going to show 2 or 3 games from each collection that I think that are cool, and we're going to start with my Master System ones. I picked out 3 games that I think are very uncommon. One of them has a funny story to it. So what I'm going to show to you guys. Streets of Rage 2, yeah, pretty common when it comes to the Mega Drive or the Genesis, but not very common when it comes to the Master System. Got this some years back, and it was extra cheap. Power Strike 2, got this here from a friend at a comical price. Amazing. Thank you, mate, if you're seeing. And this is the last game I'm going to show with my Master System collection, because I don't want to get too much games in detail, as I said. It is Sapchule SOS Lagoa Poluída, or Polluted Lagoon, if you want to translate it, and it is sealed. I'll probably open this baby when I get to 750 subscribers. I'll put out that challenge, and if that goes well, I'll open this baby up. Let's continue. This is my main passion when it comes to collecting. This is why I started to be a retro collector. This is something I have since I was 8. Not all this, but NES. I have an NES since I was 8. I'll show that baby in a while. And I'm not going to talk about all the games in detail because I am a hardcore NES collector. In Portugal, in Europe, it's not easy. It's not like you guys have other places in the world where you just go and grab 10 or 20 NES games and they show up at any time. In Portugal, that does not happen. And I have never bought anything on eBay, never bought anything out foreign places. We buy things through friends and things I find locally. So this is 10 years of work. After I'll show all the shells down from bottom to top in out of detail. Now I'm just talking about them and the main things, and I'm going to show 3 games once again about my NES collection. And the last one has a challenge that's almost happening. So let's get it started. First game I'm going to talk about is Gargoyles 2. Yes, excellent game. Got this through a friend at an excellent price. Next game I'm going to talk about, and every collector has to show off the game if you have it. And yes, it's an excellent game, and it is Little Samson, PAL version. Yes, the PAL version is not so common as the NTSC version, but anyway, the NTSC version is expensive like hell. This one is expensive, but not as much, not as half. And I don't know why. It's not as common as the NTSC version, but hey, that's how it happens. And the last thing I'm talking about and I'm going to show is an NES game that is sealed. And when I get to 625 subscribers, I'm going to open this baby for you guys to see. Okay? So when I get to 625 subscribers, that's almost happening. I'm going to pop this baby open in a video with you guys, and let's see what a game from the 90s or the 80s looks like in the video. Okay? I think that's going to be cool. Right after I started collecting for the NES, I started collecting for the Mega Drive. And it's a great console to collect and play, and I love it. And I have a big collection of Mega Drive going on too. But I'm going to show 3 games once again. And just for a reason or another, these are the games I'm going to talk about. First game I'm going to talk about is Streets of Rage 3. I got through a friend at an excellent price. Nuno Rosa, thank you, my friend. I remember. And the next game I'm going to talk about was a game that I got through another friend, Caracol Andrade, Alien Soldier. This is hard to get and very uncommon. I got lucky, my friend. Thank you a lot. And the last game I'm going to talk about is not because it's so uncommon as the other 2, but it is extra expensive for the game that it is. And it's a game that I've passed 5 or 4 versions of this game have passed through my hands in the last years, and now that I want to get a copy for a friend, I can't. And that friend is Retro Game Force Pit Conceição, my friend. When I get a copy of Castlevania, I guarantee, my friend, it is going for you as a gift, okay? The next collection I'm going to talk about is my TV game, aka Famiclone, aka Family Game Collection. I'm not a big collector of Famiclone. I always collect TV game and family game, and Famicom originals, of course. And there is a big difference when I say these names. Maybe you guys don't know about it, but in a future video I'll talk about it and try to explain to you guys what is the difference between a TV game, aka family game, and a Famicom, because there is a big difference when it comes to quality and resistance of the material. But going back to the collection, I choose some games, and I'm trying to say this name correct. I talked about this game in the last video, but I think it's cool to show. It's the original Famicom. It is Kinnikuman. Excellent game, love it. Talked about it in the last video, you can check it out. This is cool. Another game that I just love by Namco, and it is an RPG. It's the first of this line. It's still going on today. Valkyria Densu. Excellent RPG. It's in Japanese, but you can play it easily. No big difference there. Just gotta take a little bit of attention to what you're doing, and it's common. Very lot like Zelda. And the last one I'm going to talk about is a TV game. But there you go, it's a high quality TV game card from back in the day, and it is Ninja Gaiden 2. As you see, it's just like the original one. The only difference is it doesn't have any label saying Nintendo or the blend that made the game. But hey, the quality is there. And this is my TV game Famicom collection, as you guys can see. Yes, I am sitting down on the floor to show you guys my Super Nintendo aka Super Famicom collection, and this is the way that I have to keep them organized because space is a problem, of course, when it comes to shelves, and this is how it works. Of course, and Super Nintendo in Europe and Super Famicom in Japan, they had the brilliant idea of not putting labels on top of the cards, and you don't know what games they are. So I have some kind of organization going here, and I know where the games are and I can work it. But hey, I gotta get some boxes made and put some labels on top of those to know where I am and what I'm talking about. But hey, I choose 3 games to talk about, and let's get it started. Batman and Robin. I was talking about this with a Portuguese YouTuber friend, João Correia, my friend. We talked about this game the other day. Excellent game. Next game is Turtles in Time. Got this at a flea market some time back, and it was an excellent price. Excellent game. And the last game I'm going to talk about is the first lot of Super Nintendo games I bought. It was a big box with 3-4 games, and some games were NTSC, and they even came with the adapter, and one of them was Soul Blazer. Excellent RPG. This is so expensive nowadays. I got this at a price. Can't even talk about it. It was amazing. So these are my Super Nintendo games I choose to show in this video, and let's continue. In this corner right here, I have a lot of boxed consoles. What do I have? Let's start from this corner, go up and down and all around. So let's get it done. First box I'm going to show is an NES clone by Atlantis. Atlantis is a Portuguese brand that created Atlantis consoles. They made Famicom clones, they made Atari clones and NES clones. And they're high quality and great. I showed this baby in a video, you guys should check it out. Atlantis is a Portuguese brand, and I love talking about Portuguese brands because I am in Portugal, and it's a great passion and pride for us. What else? Family game, full board, complete in the box, NTDEC if you count with Pac-Man on the label. This is pretty cool. These guys made these consoles full board, high quality, just like the Famicom, of course, but pirate, of course. And up here you have an HT677 by Hytex. This is called the Pegasus, if I'm not mistaken. These are high quality clones too. This is the most amazing clone I have in my collection from back in the day. This baby is 100% just like the Famicom to the detail. The only difference is it doesn't say Famicom, but it is 100% just like the Famicom. It's amazing. Down I got in Italian, in English, Mattel, NES. I got this a while back. I showed this in a video. This is complete in a box. This one has an Italy sticker here, and it's amazing. It all came out in England and Italy, so it's cool. Down here, I have a control deck, European version of the NES, just like I had when I was a kid. This was a gift from a friend. This is not the box I got. I had when I was a kid, because that box probably is somewhere else in console heaven, I don't know. But this one is a version of the box, and thank you, my friend, for getting me this. And down here to this corner, I'll leave that one up here. I'll have to put it down to show you guys. I got a Master System 2 in the box, a Master System 3 by Tectoy Portugal. I have a video about that too, the Master System 3. This is an amazing little console. And one more family game, full board, complete in the box. I think this one is Chinese, but high quality too. And the last console I'm going to talk about is this baby up here. Try to put it down without killing the other ones. This is a Retro Duo. This is probably the most modern console I have in my collection right now. And it's pretty cool. And it's an excellent option to play Super Famicom and NTSC games. I love it, and I have it for some years in my collection, and I use it every time I'm playing Super Famicom or NTSC cards. Do not use the NES port, because the NES port is really bad quality and the pins will pop out and the games don't run at correct velocity. And no, you cannot opt with velocity you want in the games. What else can I show you guys here? It has a little opening. Where is it? Here it is. And the original controllers are still inside because I use original Super Nintendo controllers. These controllers are a little bit clunky, but it's complete in the box and it's pretty cool. So this is a little corner of consoles I have in boxes. There's not all the boxes I have, but this corner has these boxes like this, so I decided to show you guys. What I was missing to talk about when it comes to boxed consoles was my Mega Drive collection. So what do I have? I have the Mega Drive 1 with the promotional sleeve for FIFA Soccer and Sonic. That is pretty cool, you know. This was something then to sell more Mega Drives that came with 2 games in this case, FIFA Soccer and Mega Drive 1. The sleeve is not in the best shape there is, but hey, it's still the original sleeve and these are not easy to come around anymore. What else do I have here? Continuing, I have a sleeve for the Mega Drive 2 of FIFA Soccer 96. You can see somebody did some graffiti or something on top of it. It's a shame, but hey, it's still the sleeve in the best shape I have until now. So I'll keep it for now. If a better version shows up, I'll end up trading this with someone or giving it to a friend. Pretty cool. Continuing, what do I have more talking about the Mega Drive? I have this that I got from a friend. This was a gift. It is the Mega CD2 in the box. Pretty amazing. I do not collect CD games, but hey, it is the box of the Mega CD2. It is an add-on for the Mega Drive, so it's a cool gift and a cool add to my collection. Thank you, Sub-Zero Gamer. It's a shame you don't collect anymore, my friend. This was from him. What else do I have here? I have my Mega Drive 1 in the box in pretty good shape. This box is the Mega Drive 1 with Sonic. This box is excellent pristine shape. I love it. It's a deal I did back in the day. Today, nowadays, it's so expensive, so this was a very cool ad that I did back in the day. Today, if I wanted a Mega Drive 1 in the box, I'd have to pay 3 times the price I paid for that. Mega Drive 2 in the box, pretty cool. A little bit more common, but hey, cool anyway. And the last Mega Drive, not really a Mega Drive, but a Mega Drive clone, done in Portugal by Echo Films, is the Mega Game 2. Part of Portuguese history, done by Echo Films. Official distributor of Mega Drive in Portugal had the audacity to make a clone console. I have a video about this, you guys should check it out. And this is the last Mega Drive box console, by saying so, that I have in my collection. So these are all my Mega Drive boxes. This little corner here is where I have my Nintendo and Super Nintendo boxes. I'm not crazy about collecting boxes. Why? Because I don't believe in paying more for a game just because of the box. When it's a Master System or Mega Drive game, it kind of makes sense to have the box because it's a plastic, good quality box. So what I'm trying to say is all these boxes that you see here are games that I did not pay more just because of the box. And they ended up adding to my collection. Of course, if they show up at a decent price, why not? And these are the cases. So I'm not going to talk about all these boxes, of course. Why? I'm going to talk about some cool boxes that I have. The first one I'm going to talk about is Fester Quest. My god, is this a common game? Yes, it is. But it has a curious fact to this box. As you can see, the original seal of plastic is still here. Somebody just opened the top to take out the game and left the box in the same state almost as it came from factory. That is cool. It's the plastic from the factory. That's amazing.
What else can I talk about? I can talk about this Link box, Zelda 2, that I got here, close to my home. This was amazing. Pretty good deal and pretty good shape. And the card has no scratches. Is in no waste at all. Pretty amazing. Last box I'm going to talk about when it comes to 8 bits is the only Famicom game I have in box is Lode Runner. Pretty cool. Love it. And when it comes to Super Nintendo, I almost don't have any boxes at all. What are the boxes that I have? Turtles in Time, pretty cool, and Super Metroid. The rest are pretty common. So this little corner has these boxes.
So finally it's time to show what's on the top shelves of my game cabinets. TV game, zappers, complete in the box. Some Famicom, Super Famicom in this case, boxes. 6-button pirate controller for the Mega Drive and my Master System joystick in the box. My power base converter to play Master System games on the Mega Drive. My Turbotronic joystick by Camerica. This was a gift from a friend. Never gonna open it. My Super Mario. Yes, it's me, Mario. Yes, we know. A Famicom in great shape. Some loose Mega Drive games that I have here. Connectors to play Famicom games on other consoles. 8-bit consoles in this case. The NES and their clones. 72 to 60 pin connectors. My Sonic from 1991. Some VHSs and DVDs related to video games. A lot of gifts from friends. Mr. Zombie, Tony Toys, Deckard Games. I don't know, a lot of people, a lot of gifts inside of this little box here. X-Men Adventures. And in this corner, my Eternal Champions poster. And when I bought these shelves here in second hand, something really cool came with them. A sticker of Sonic the Hedgehog on the side. I never had courage to take this baby out, I just leave it as it is. It's amazing. I talked about my Eternal Champion poster, now I gotta show all the posters I have lying around. This is a poster that came out with Light Crusader. It has Story of Tor, Phantasy Star, Landstalker, and Shining Force 2. Pretty cool, for the Mega Drive of course. This is a little promotional poster by Acclaim, with Acclaim games for the NES. This is an amazing poster. This is GP Monaco, Super GP Monaco for the Mega Drive. And this one here is B-52 by Camerica for the NES. I got more posters laying around, let's check them out. Posters that I have around here are Sonic Spinball for the Mega Drive, publicity to some games for the Super Nintendo, publicities to some games for the NES by Konami, Konami titles of course. This is the Mattel Paul A Nintendo Games Black Box poster. Italian, because it is Italian, my wife translated it for me. It says Nintendo Game Plan Serie di Gioco Nintendo. Gioco means games in Italian. That is amazing. Here's another publicity to Nintendo games with Super Mario 2 in this big plan, because you can see he has a turnip in his hand. That is Super Mario 2 of course. And here you have another publicity of Acclaim to Mega Drive games by Acclaim of course. I'm not a big fan of having these posters out, but today I put them out for you guys to see. It would be cool to show in the game room, but the truth is I want to get them framed and correctly conserved to one day have in my final game room. Some final things I want to show to you guys before we finish, we're almost done, is this cool cabinet that I have to put the NES inside to conserve it from catching dust. I did a video on this because I was not sure about it. I didn't have much information, so a lot of subscribers and viewers of my channel helped me out with that information. Thank you, my friends. Something else cool that I have that I don't have in the box because it didn't show up at a decent price yet is my Master System 1. Unfortunately, it didn't show up at a nice price yet, so I have it loose, but hey, that's part of the game. And let's continue. Other cool things that I have in my collection are Orange Zapper, Gray Zapper, both NES Zappers, yes. Now I can't say Zapper, but I can say
light gun for the Master System or light phaser, the Zillion gun anyway. And the last gun I have in my collection is the Justifier for the Mega Drive. No, I do not have the bazookas for the Super Nintendo or the Mega Drive because they didn't show up at a decent price. So I said no. I'm not gonna show all the joysticks I have in my collection, but I think this joystick of Bart Simpson for the Master System is amazing. I never saw any other of these joysticks around. Once I saw a Batman one, but it was expensive, and I said no. I got this before it was a fashion to collect for the Master System, so it was extra cheap. This is one joystick I want to show. What else do I have? I have the Arcade Power Stick for the Mega Drive. Arcade Power Stick 2, because there's the one, but this is the 2 with the 6 buttons. This is pretty cool. And the last joystick I'm going to show is, this one, the Scoremaster PAL version for the Super Nintendo. I love this baby. And these are all the joysticks I'm going to show.
Good is having a big collection is having how to play the games, and this is where I play mine. I always have these 4 CRTVs ready to go. And what do I have connected to these TVs? I have this Super Nintendo, my Nintendo that I have since I was 8. What else do I have here? This NASA clone. These are very famous in Portugal, Spain, and France. These babies play everything 72 pins and anything 60 pins with a connector. My Mega Drive 1, always ready to go. My Master System 2 that I always use, and I got Up Your Arsenal Master System 2 too. Check out his channel, my friend. As soon as this quarantine is over, I'm going to send that gift to you, my friend. And finally, what I was talking about a while ago, my Retro Duo. What an original Super Nintendo controller connected to it, because that's how it's played better. So these are my consoles and how I play them. So my friends, this is my game room tour for 2020. This is my first game room tour. I hope you guys liked it. I think I showed a little bit of everything. I didn't show everything in detail or everything I have, but I got a cool idea of what I've got. And this is what happens when you have too much free time during this quarantine. So stay home, stay safe, stay entertained, and play some games and be well.